Hi, I'm Dr. Helen Schultz. I'm a consultant psychiatrist, and I've been asked by your lawyer to perform an assessment and prepare a report in relation to a matter you've engaged them for. I am an independent medical expert, and as such, I can't be your treating doctor at the assessment or at any time in the future, and I can't provide any treatment advice on the day. I allow 2 hours to ask lots of questions in order to do a thorough assessment and answer all the questions your lawyer has asked me in the letter. So be prepared for me to ask you lots of questions about things like your feelings and other things you may observe in everyday life. After all, I am a psychiatrist. You'll also be asked a lot of questions about early life, your education, your employment, and relationships. Details regarding the incident or the event that you have sought legal advice about will only form part of the assessment. You are entitled to refuse to answer anything that you don't wish to, but I do need to make note of that in your report. So that I can produce a thorough report and you feel comfortable, you'll need to see me either in person or via an AV link like Zoom. If you're joining the assessment via Zoom, you'll need to make sure your internet is stable and also that you're using a device such as a laptop or computer. If you're using your phone, it's really important that it's fixed and it's not moving around. I can't assess you over the phone. I must be able to see you at all times during the assessment. I'd really appreciate you being on time and also not being disturbed. It's not appropriate for children to hear the assessment. You can have a support person present, but they must not take part in the assessment. Please let me know at any time if you need to take a break. You can also terminate the interview if you no longer wish to proceed, but again, that will be noted in your report. In order to prepare for the interview, I've also read all of the documents that your lawyer may have provided, as well as any details in the referral letter. And that could include, but it's not limited to, your medical files or government files like from the Department of Education or Department of Human Services, your tax records, or your Medicare and prescribing records. I may need to ask you questions about the information in these documents. I do record the assessment purely for note-taking purposes in case I need to go back and ensure what I capture was what was said. So please tell me before we begin if you do not wish the assessment to be recorded. Because this is a report for a legal matter, any information in the report can be discovered by other parties as part of the legal process. I release my report directly to your lawyer, and I won't disclose any information to another party without your expressed consent, such as to a parole officer or your GP. However, I must release the report if subpoenaed by a court or a lawyer. I do keep confidential medical records otherwise. This is a lot of information, and I appreciate you may have more questions. So please write them down and bring them along and ask me so you're certain of what's going to occur.